Are you tired of sifting through countless coins, trying to find the next big gem, only to end up with garbage? What if I told you there's a proven strategy to track the wallets of top traders, analyze their moves, and make smarter investments in just minutes? So, strategy number 1. A huge number of coins are launched every day, and identifying the real gene among all this garbage is very difficult. So we can follow those people who are already skillful at it and who know how to pick out the real coins. Let's move on to DexScreener. Here we're going to pick, for example, some coin. Here we've picked a trending coin that is launched and we have an immediate rise. We look at the top traders, the people who have made the most money on this coin. Look for traders with a minimum of 10x. Here we do not see suitable traders because here's a person who invested $600, got $800. It is definitely not 10x. For example, we see a trader who bought a coin for $272 and sold it for $3,969. We click a button and see his wallet in the blockchain scanner. What kind of wallet is it? First, we look to see if it is active and has had transactions recently. There are transactions here. Here's an hour ago, 2 hours ago, 4 hours ago. We can also go to the portfolio section, see if he still has other coins, if he was created specifically for this coin, and we can go to the transfer section and see his recent transactions. For example, we see that 2 hours ago, he bought another coin. We can look it up on DexScreener too. Right here in the search, we type in its address. Right here, we see that we have it down. We can check his wallet through a wallet tracker. This will help us, for example, DexCheck, where we can just type in the address of his wallet. If we do not have the profile displayed, such wallets happen, then use DeBank, for example, or SEOFinals. The most important thing is that the win rate was a person more than 60% and PNL more than $500,000. Then with high probability, it is really an insider and you can follow him. If you have found such a wallet, then copy its address as in the Telegram bot EtherDrops. Click here the button Add Wallet and paste the address of the wallet. Give it a name, for example, such. And now, this wallet has been added to the tracking list. When there is a transaction in this wallet, you will receive a notification that this wallet has sent so many Solano to such an address. Naturally, we can go and see what it is. Here, for example, came a notification that this address also made some transfers. So you don't have to sit on SolScanner all the time, monitor your wallet. You can monitor several wallets at once. Yes, by the way, when you choose wallets, make sure that they do not have too many transactions, because if there are 100 transactions a day, it will be very difficult to track such wallets. You will receive a lot of notifications, and most often these people may not be insiders, but just snipers like you who are trying to find a coin. And they will have, for example, a win rate of 20% or even less. After you receive a notification that a wallet has made a purchase of some token, there are two options. The first is to immediately make the purchase and follow him. You can do this as quickly as possible to keep up with his entry point, or you can do your own research on the token before buying it. Research can be done via RegCheck or, for example, CoinScan. Here too, you just type in the address of the token, click check. Here you check the security of the token. Then you can go to DexScreener to see its graph. If you see the first green candles, you can, in principle, immediately start buying. For example, you bought $300, the token made 200 to 300%, 90% sold, 10% left as a so-called moon bag. If this coin flies further, this moon bag can often bring you the main profit. While 90% you have already fixed, the profit was more than enough. These are essentially free coins that you have lying around. You can also divide your deposit and enter not immediately for the entire working volume, but for a small percentage. Then make even more already analyzed to buy more, because sometimes it is better to wait for pullbacks, but on some coins there can be very strong support. The coin will be very strong, and then you need to enter it immediately. If you receive a notification, look at the chart and the chart is falling, you have just more time to analyze the coins. To see, for example, the project's Twitter, go to TweetScout, and here, for example, to see what the Twitter account score is. Here, in addition to the overall score of the project, you can also see which influencers support this project. If there are influencers with scores over 200, it is already good. But I'm giving you an example here. Another project, it's not new at all. So there are influencers with a higher rating, it's normal. I'm talking now about a rating of over 200 for exactly new projects that have recently come out. and you can see if there is any growth dynamics at all. Here we can see, for example, the growth of subscribers recently, also the dynamics of change, how many projects have been signed and other things. Here we have a feed where, for example, you can see that on the 10th of the day, some influencer unsubscribed from the project. You can also click on him and see his score, how many subscribers he has, and see that in principle, quite an interesting person in terms of the fact that if he unsubscribed from the project, then maybe there is something wrong with the project. Maybe he knows something, or maybe he's just unsubscribing from everybody. Or you can just go to the project's Twitter page, and when you create your list from influencers and see if they're there. Plus, see if the page is active, if it's being maintained, if there are no tweets or bots on it. Compare likes and number of followers. Also check if there is a contract address. Often, some projects are clinging to large Twitter accounts, so check if the contract address the project is tweeting matches the one you see on DexScreener. If you don't see the project's peers on your list, or you don't already have a list, I'll show you how to make one in the future. You can paste the token's address into a Twitter search and see if anyone is promoting it. Next, analyze the Telegram channel in a similar way. You should also look at the project's website. The site should be unusual, in an underground style. Here, for example, are two examples of the site. I won't say they are perfect, but in general, they have everything you need on the Bubble Map site. Check for large clusters and large holdings. Here, it will show you that some wallets can, for example, be linked together. And so, like, for example, in this example, we can see that the creator here, the second one, is the creator of the token. The second and third position in the top 10, it's essentially one person. They probably hold about 11% of the liquidity. Generally, more than 10% of the top 10 holders is not a good sign, because potentially large clusters and large holders can overwhelm the project and drive the price down through their sales. For example, Memcoin Water, which promoted Ronaldo and Messi, over 40% has clusters. But if you have realized that the project suits you, you can proceed to buy through the bot. In general, this is a basic, simple analysis which will not take you more than a couple of minutes when you are practicing, but will protect you from a large number of risks. Moreover, these risks are the most common and stupid ones on which people lose money. Here, for example, in holdings, we see a person who has 48% of everything in there, and we see what happened to the price. It's stupid, very stupid. Don't miss out on the insider tips and tools that can transform your crypto game. Subscribe to our channel now and join the journey to uncovering the next big crypto opportunities. Click that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay ahead of the curve.